Hey guys, it's Adell Harris, and this is another episode of Refuse to Lose. Today, I want to share with you a moment I just had 5 minutes ago where I had to catch myself.
Temporary circumstances can't have long-term effects on our being. I'm a confident woman, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm capable of doing whatever it is I desire to do. And I'm okay to be free.
So, 10 minutes ago, I had this awakening. I love it when I have a small breakthrough or I'm able to think myself into a more positive energy, a more positive space. I've really tried to work hard at those things. So anyway, let me share this story. So about 7-8 days ago, someone contacted me to check in on me, to show support and love for where I am in my journey. I've obviously resigned from a 14-year college coaching career, but I've been involved in basketball and sport all my life. So I've taken this leap and risk into this whole new world of entrepreneurship and public speaking and, creating your own websites and all of these things that I'm trying to learn and just walking into new territory. Well, I get this call from someone who has a million things to do that I would deem more important than just checking in on me. This person is someone I really admire, I look up to, has been a sense of support for me. But honestly, if this person wouldn't have called me for another 5 years, I literally would not have any sort of issues with that. It's just one of those type of relationships, if you know what I mean. You just respect how busy they are and what they have going on in their world. And you also respect the fact that, I haven't invested that much into their journey for them to contribute back to mine in any way, for me to feel that. Well, just a second ago, I'm thinking about that call and that energy, and then my mind shifts to how can that person have enough time in their day to call and check on me and this person doesn't? This person who I've helped and I've supported and I've given so much to, and I've helped them when they were down and patted them on the back and supported them in such a way over the course of their journey. I haven't heard from them in almost a year. They haven't texted me Merry Christmas. They didn't call me for Thanksgiving. Nobody said Happy New Year, no checking on me at all. So my mind went there and I immediately caught myself. I'm so happy. Catch yourself. I caught myself and I decided to think from a place of abundance, to think of from a place of possibility, positivity, and really growth, right? And so I stopped myself and I thought, well, if I am going straight to the negative version of it, the total opposite version, means I just went into a victim mode where I'm expecting someone to provide some attention to me, give me some attention, acknowledge what I've done in their life, hand out these invisible job descriptions and responsibilities for my joy and happiness based on somebody else's goodness, what somebody else decided to do. So I diminished the positive and then I highlighted the negative. And it only happened for like 60 seconds, then I caught myself, I promise. But I think that's a valuable lesson because we hand out these job descriptions to people and first, they don't even know they have them. But B, it's not fair to them. It's not fair. Nobody's responsible for anything. If you're an adult in this world, if you're over the age of 20, nobody's responsible for your growth, for your happiness, for your well-being, for checking on you. Like, people don't have to do those things. So I was existing in a moment of lack and a bit of an arrogance. I think it's arrogant as well. And I had to check myself, and I'm so happy I did, because I don't want to diminish the moment that I did have with that other person who, that was really, really significant in my opinion for my image of what that person is. And then I also went to a negative place with someone else that, I love and I care about. And if they didn't have it in them right now to check in on me, then that's okay. I have to be okay with that. But that triggers back from my old outdated belief system, right? So because I was adopted, so my biological parents chose not to parent. My adopted parents, my adopted father chose not to really parent. You know, he wasn't there. He never had a relationship. He never worked to have relationships with me. There were some flaws in my relationship with my adopted mother. So I've always compared what was happening positive to why they couldn't hold up to this end of the bargain, which caused me to resent them, which is a negative energy and feeling in your spirit. It blocks your forward movement and growth. But also diminishes what you do have. You're not being grateful truly, right? And so I had to check myself. I know I've grown and I'm moving forward and past that victimization, that victim mode, and I'm becoming my own hero when I can think and say, listen, people do the best they can do. If my father could have done better, he'd have done it. You know, when people call you to check in and say they love you, it's because they have it in them to give that. If someone gives you a ride or someone offers you an opportunity or a job or increase, they have it in them to do it. They have the ability to do it. They built themselves up to the point where that's who they are. But B, maybe you attracted that into your life, because I believe God and the universe always balances it out. You always get something to anchor this thing out. It's never all bad. There's positive and negative to every situation. The way you choose to view it can always be positive, no matter how difficult or challenging it is. But I wanted to take that little moment. It was a great teaching moment for me, and understand that no one's responsible for providing you with any attention, providing you with their energy, their resources, their support. That is not their job. That's not their job. We're all trying to do the best we can. But when someone does shine a light on you, when someone does open that door for you, embrace that, period, without any expectation of anything else and overcomplicating it. That was a great lesson for me right there. I hope you gained something from it. Much love, Adell Harris.